You met this thing 40 minutes ago, and also it's a lion. I think you're giving it way too much credit. Like, it's just doing lion shit. My puppy pisses all over my house every day and has the audacity to take up 90% of my bed. You think I'm out here letting that affect my self-esteem? Captain! How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome back to another episode of Steven Universe. We're so close. Guys, we're so close. Just bear with me for one more video, and then we can finally get to the one we care about. I know nobody gives a shit about Tiger Millionaire. You think I give a shit about Tiger Millionaire? No. I just want to see a giant woman. That's all I ever want. Well, you know, that and some other stuff. The other stuff is Hootie, by the way. I was gonna leave it at me sipping out of the mug, but it occurred to me people might take that joke in a weird direction and get me in trouble. Anyway, we're watching the legacy of Tiger Millionaire, and then Steven's Lion. It's a big cat double feature today, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Look, the show hasn't had a bad episode yet, except the one with the crystal shrimp. All of the episodes have been good. In fact, most of the episodes have shocked me with their quality. I just wish I didn't know how close we were to Giant Woman. But who knows? Maybe this episode will shock and astonish me as well. I vaguely remember Steven's Lion, mostly in character design than, you know, plot importance. I feel like he never uses his lion. That's my big takeaway from it. I remember that he has one. I don't remember him doing literally anything with it. But I also didn't remember the Cookie Cat theme song having such a widespread cultural impact. So what do I know? Anyway, let's get into it.
How could you possibly think punching a blood polyp was a good idea? Look at all the gunk you got on me!
Pearl, I think you're being a little dramatic. It's like one little dot.
And look at Steven!
It's not so bad once you get used to it.
Oh Christ, he's turning into Grimace!
And that's just what makes me so awesome! Right, Garnet?
Amethyst, you are a crystal gem. You need to act like it.
Why on earth did you think Garnet would agree with you? Ah yes, Garnet. The loudest, most vulgar of all the gems. Can you imagine if Garnet was just like, yeah, Pearl, lay off. Amethyst is funny. She's a funny gal. Okay, so I just learned I can't do a Garnet impression, but I can do a pretty good one of the Beatles, I think.
Right, Garnet?
Guys?
This is one of Steven's rare good faces. I love how his face is just sinking into his neck. If Steven were 10% more unhinged, this would be his villain origin story, by the way. If he had just 10% more hate in his heart, Pearl would wake up later tonight with him standing over her bed like, you left me in the goo, Pearl, for 3 days. You know what 3 days in the goo does to a man?
Amethyst?
For those of you befuddled by the events of athleticism.
Oh my god, is this the episode where Amethyst becomes a professional wrestler? I don't know why, but that is one of the few plot lines from season 1 I distinctly remember. I remember this, and I remember Watermelon Stevens. That's pretty much it. Now I can tell you right now, I know I hyped up cat fingers. Watermelon Steven is actually the episode I'm least excited to get to. I don't give a shit, dude. That episode was the epitome of Steven Universe acting like a misbehaving child in my life. I was so high on Steven Universe hype back in college. I was so into it. I was ripping through episodes. I felt like it was a nothing indie show that I discovered, and it was my duty to spread it to the masses. I don't know what episode came before Watermelon Stevens, but whatever it was, it made me cry. And so the next day, I got my roommates together, I got my friends, I got my girlfriend, girlfriend, put them all on a couch in my living room, and I was like, guys, this show's gonna change your life. This show's incredible. Threw on the next episode, Watermelon Steven bored everyone to tears. Bored everyone to tears and almost made me commit suicide out of embarrassment. That's what I mean when I say this show is like a child who won't behave in front of your friends. Watching this show in front of other people feels like bringing your kid to an office dinner party. No, I swear, he's really good. Steven Universe, play the violin. Play the violin. You were just doing it for... Why are you crying now? I swear he's never like this. Play Giant Woman. They'd love to hear it. No, they don't want to see Watermelon Steven.
The Purple Puma is the single most hated wrestler in Beach City Underground's history.
Calling her a professional wrestler might have been an overstatement on my part. I remember this being more like Earth Rumble 6. You know, big stadium, huge audience. Not one dude behind a folding desk in a building that barely has any walls left.
Going to end your reign of terror!
Well, that was quick. Yeah, I don't like it either, but hey, what do you do?
I do love Amethyst's wrestler design, though. Reminds me of something from the show Lucha. You remember that? Remember that shit? That shit was awesome. Remember when networks were real into the idea of spreading Mexican culture to kids? What happened to that? How was I the only one watching El Tigre and Lucha growing up? Those shows were awesome.
Oh, Steven, I told you before not to take peanut butter on missions. I'm not going to say anything, but I expect you to understand that was wrong.
Shockingly good Garnet impression. His Pearl definitely needs work, but that was identical to Garnet. Oh, why did you butter your hair, you greasy little...
Tiger Millionaire! Rich feline industrialist from Jungle Island. Once the single child of the wealthy tiger family, he cloned out his own destiny.
Steven, I am sorry I doubted your process. You look exceptional. Make Tiger Millionaire your default persona. Abandon whatever the fuck Steven Universe is and be this guy all the time. You know what? I'm gonna send a picture of this to Luke Holt. This is who Luke Holt is in my mind. This looks identical to Luke Holt to me. And this is just like, this is the spitting image of him. If you don't know who Luke Holt is, he plays Zeus in Epic the Musical. And this is him. He kind of looks like Zachary Levi, doesn't he? Who's a bad guy, don't get me wrong, but not because he's ugly. I don't know, Steven looks like what would happen if Patrick Bateman from American Psycho shouted Shazam, you know?
I'm just using you to get the tag team belt. I'll do all the actual fighting.
Do I still get to wear the costume?
I don't care.
Okay.
This whole episode is animated like a 1960s anime, isn't it? Just the way everyone's eyes and mouths are drawn this episode is so fucking Speed Racer.
That's not fair.
It may not seem fair, but hey, anything goes in wrestling.
It does?
Oh, yes, it does!
It does not. There are a multitude of rules in wrestling. Most of the appeal of wrestling is the fact that there are so many rules. There are like 12 different formats of wrestling match, and they're all basically the same thing with different rules. What's a tag team match? Just a regular match with 4 guys. What's a TLC match? Just a regular match, but you can use tables, ladders, and chairs. What's a tag team TLC match? You fucking guessed it. What's a Hell in a Cell? Just a regular match in a cage. What's a Royal Rumble? Just a regular match with too many fucking guys. I can do this all day. Hey, are any of you wrestling fans, or am I wasting my time?
Looks like this tiger's gotta turn cheetah. Hey, Junk Truck! I'll give you $1 million jungle bucks to throw the match.
What's this?
Oh, this is a great wrestler gimmick. I love the idea of a wrestler who just bribes the opponent into stop wrestling.
I mean, just wow.
Way to go, Tiger.
I didn't realize Steven was literally supposed to be an ad agency executive from the 1990s. He's fucking Catrick Bateman. He's fucking Catrick Bate Meow is what he is, actually, excuse me.
Could it be? Tiger Millionaire has bought out our soda stand. Maybe he'll share it with his thirsty fans. Oh! Now there's no sodas for anybody.
God, he's good. God, he's great at what he does. Could these writers just quit doing this show and work for the WWE? These are phenomenal bits he's running. Tiger Millionaire would be such a good, real wrestler. Buying out all of the soda to prevent the audience from having any is such a fun bit. I love the idea of a villain wrestler doing something that actually tangibly negatively affects the audience. And like, obviously, I guess legally, you probably can't hold an event without any drinks. Although if he just buys out the soda, you still have water. They should do this. I love the idea. My mom drags me to WrestleMania every year, by the way. That's why I'm so in touch with what's going on. I love the idea of sitting there and being pissed because I want a soda, but I can't because Tiger Millionaire fucking made sure of it.
Tiger, hey Tiger, would you sign this? It'd be so rad.
You couldn't afford it!
Whoa.
Great line, Steven! Great line! Okay, now this is where the wrestling community is probably divided. You know, all 6 of you watching. Because on one hand, you always want meeting your favorite wrestler to be a good time. And you would hope that your favorite wrestler appreciates you appreciating them. But on the other hand, if your favorite wrestler is a villain, and you're gonna run up to them live during a match, you should probably expect them to be a dick, right? Like, if you didn't want them to stay in character, what do you even like about them, you know? Like, if you like them because they're mean, it's in their best interest to stay mean when you meet them. Wrestlers are usually pretty good about, like, towing the line between being mean and being actually mean, though. I've seen a lot of videos of villain wrestlers meeting fans without breaking their cocky, arrogant character and still giving the fan a worthwhile experience. I think Steven is in line with that. Slapping the soda out of his hand is, like, shitty, I guess. Like, you don't want to fuck with something somebody else purchased. But again, it's live in the middle of a match, you know? I'd be hyped if I ran up to Tiger Millionaire and he was like, you couldn't afford my autograph. I'd be talking about that for the rest of my life. Like, this is a great experience. But again, there are ways to give, like, a fan an experience that is in character and still nice, you know?
You can't let anyone make you feel like garbage.
Is that how you feel?
I only feel how I want to feel.
Weirdly sick line. Weirdly hard line from Amethyst. I only feel how I want to feel. If there's no way to deliver that line without making it blatantly obvious that you are lying, though. You know? Like, that is such a loud and blatant, I'm so insecure about how other people see me.
This match is canceled.
What? Why?
Why? I can't believe you've been sneaking off to this circus of violence.
Who gives a shit? This whole show is a circus of violence. Like, what, dude? Who cares what Amethyst does in her free time? It's not like she's missing missions for this or anything.
Steven, Amethyst,
What?
go back to the temple.
I don't wanna!
Gigantic mistake. I'm hyped to see them all fight each other. Zero part of me thinks Amethyst can beat Garnet, though. Even if Garnet was a human woman and Amethyst was still a crystal gem, I don't think Amethyst would be able to take her. Garnet is 11 feet tall with tree trunks for legs. I wouldn't even bet on Brock Lesnar in that fight. I don't know what I'm saying this video. The Venn diagram between Steven Universe and Brock Lesnar fans are 2 separate circles on opposite ends of the country.
No. Because we are the notorious Order of Wrestling Haters.
That's right.
Let's go! Let's go, Garnet! Give me 9 more seasons of Garnet just fumbling her way through wrestling promos. That's all I want to see out of the rest of this show. I love Garnet's little hand motion towards Pearl. I love the idea that she's like, yeah, because we're the notorious, wrestler. Pearl, you gotta help me out. I'm fucking this up. Dude, I look astonishing in these glasses. These are my girlfriend's glasses. Not anymore.
No! Oh, they're actually helping Tiger up. He's climbing and...
Sorry.
Same here.
God, Garnet's so fucking cool. She can't even casually look unconscious.
Tiger and Puma have won the championship and saved wrestling.
Lars, I'm really confused.
I love you, Tiger Millionaire.
I've never seen the girlfriend experience more properly depicted in any piece of media before. Just a girl desperately trying to follow the bullshit plot of something, and a boy having his life completely changed by it. It's like when I brought my girlfriend to see Demon Slayer Mugen Train without her having seen the first season, and then bawled my eyes out next to her. Speaking of crying, that's the only thing I'll be doing unless you subscribe to my Patreon, where you'll get access to dozens of hours of exclusive reactions not found anywhere else. Reactions to Ouran High School Host Club, the extended edition of K-Pop Demon Hunters, the extended edition of How to Train Your Dragon, The Nightmare Before Christmas, full reactions of Ouran High School Host Club, Food Wars, Hell's Paradise, Blue Lock, and the Ghost Stories dub, access to all of the live streams I've recorded in the past, and access to my own exclusive Discord server where you can chat with me and thousands of other members of this awesome community. If any of that sounds exciting to you, make sure you consider checking out the link to my Patreon in the description below. And now, on to the next one.
The power in this structure has turned aimless.
It's building columns with no roofs, stairs that go nowhere. This is out of control.
Can someone rein Pearl in from her very unnecessary panic attack? It's building columns with no roofs. Stairs that go nowhere. It's out of control. This is madness. This is the fall of human society. This could be ignored for 1,000 years, and all it would do is make a pretty cool video game level. This so isn't that pressing of an issue.
It'll be best if you stay here, Steven.
We'll be quick.
What if something eats me?
Do not worry, wet one. There's nothing out here that can harm you.
Oh, never weaponize Steven's moisture against him again. God, she made him look so spongy. And then she fucking flicked his juice right back at him. If I were Steven, I'd be like, hey, Garnet, I'm gonna be civil for the rest of the mission, but when we get home, we're gonna have a very serious talk about how not cool that was.
What was that? Nothing can harm me. I am the wet one.
Alright, Steven Wadib Universe, more like nothing can dry you, you greasy freak. I've seen the shit you put in your hair, Steven. Steven's out here literally baking in the sun as he sweats butter and turns himself into a biscuit.
No! Huh?
So, wasn't expecting his face to split open like Pennywise, but other than that, the lion's pretty cool. Like, I knew he had teeth. I didn't know he had 1,000 of them. I like that he looks like a big star, though. I like that he's the fluffiest lion in all of animation. He looks like what's its name? Pyroar? He looks like what this thing evolves into.
Don't bite!
This is me waking my girlfriend up in the morning, by the way. Hey, baby, it's time to wake up. Okay, also, I'm sorry I exist, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Didn't you? You're mean. It's so soft. So, you from around here?
Okay, well, don't hit on it. Why is he talking in this line like he's George Clooney trying to pick up a girl at a bar?
It would be like a goldfish. Or a dinosaur! But I guess fate had other plans for Steven Universe. And his best friend Lion.
God, when Steven falls for someone, he falls for them hard. 3 seconds ago, he was asking if Lion is here on business. Now they're planning a life together.
If you drop it on the sand, it'll rebuild everything.
Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl are coming. Quick, put my head in your mouth.
Steven, you're gonna get Lion killed running bits like that. You think Garnet wouldn't King Kong the fuck out of this thing if she saw your head in its mouth?
It's okay. Look, he's totally tame.
That's impossible.
No, it isn't. I told him to say I love you. I love you.
Steven, pick a trick it actually knows. He lays down. I even saw him cuddle you. Don't lie about him knowing speech.
That's so sweet. I love you too.
Why did that work?
Probably some kid trying to sell me lava insurance. Hold your britches! Lion!
I don't like Lion's fucking ghost eyes. Are those ever gonna get addressed? Did he soul bond to Steven or something? Why does he look like an anime character with glasses plotting his next attack?
You came all this way to see little old me? Whoa! You're fresh. You can't go in there. Amethyst is pretend sleeping.
If you changed all of the names around and then handed me the script to this episode, I would think this was a sitcom from 19th century Louisiana. You came all this way to see little old me, she said, elated. The man pushed forward, making his way towards the woman's home before she stopped him, hand pressed into his chest. Oh, you're fresh.
And catch me! I'm jumping! Catch me! I'm falling! Do it! Catch me, I'll die!
Steven, I don't know if you want to put a lot of trust into this feral lion you just met. He didn't even have enough manners to stay out of your house. You think he's gonna rescue you from death? I know he's handsome, but we can't keep ignoring these red flags, Steven.
Obviously, you're not into this game.
It'd be so funny if Steven didn't move or say anything for like 30 real-time seconds.
You're not into this Just getting some pizza. Kofi? Kiki?
What are you having, Steven?
Large pizza, please. Extra fishy.
You must be hungry.
I can't believe there's a war on pineapple pizza going on, and there's people out here putting fish on cheese. Where's the outrage for fish pizza? That's more heinous than fruit. Hey, guess what? Pizza's already got fruit on it. It's called tomato. What's your fucking excuse, anchovies?
I'm ordering for 2.
Steven's pregnant?
I don't think so.
That guy should be arrested. Escort this guy out of the building at least. You can't be this much of a public menace and not receive consequences for it.
There's nothing out here, Ronaldo. Steven was lying. Sorry for using the same pun twice.
Bet you're not even pregnant.
No!
Somebody check this freak's hard drive. Hey, yeah, don't be so disappointed about a little boy not being pregnant. You sound like the worst side of Reddit right now. You sound like the worst side of Reddit or AO3 anytime you type in the words Danny Mata.
What you wanted? This pillow? I've been trying to play with you and feed you because I thought we were best friends.
You met this thing 40 minutes ago, and also it's a lion. I think you're giving it way too much credit, like it's just doing lion shit. My puppy pisses all over my house every day and has the audacity to take up 90% of my bed. You think I'm out here letting that affect my self-esteem?
The desert glass! It's rebuilding its castle. Why didn't you bubble it earlier?
Welcome to Shrug City, P.
Yeah, that's for sure a point for Amethyst. Shrug City goes so hard.
Huh? There it is. The pillow. I have to get it off the sand.
Look, this is definitely a bigger issue than I was making it out to be before. But I wasn't wrong. This is a sick video game level. It's even got the Prince of Persia-ass music going on in the background. Like, that is all that's happening here, is game design.
This wall's not moving!
We gotta get through before things get any...
I gotta get to the episode where they explain Garnet's future vision already, because it's really fucking eating away at my brain. It's because one time I saw a Reddit post that was like, did you know Garnet never asks any questions because she always knows the answer? What about the question of whether or not punching that brick wall would do anything? It feels like the show either constantly forgets about it, or I'm wrong about it. Which I have to assume is the truth.
Lion! You didn't come here to steal the pillow. You came here to protect us from it.
Did he just fucking answer you? Did he just say yeah? That was so unsettling. I wish a lion just spoke in real lion roars. Not some dude clearly trying to make lion noises.
I love you, Steven. I want to stay with you forever.
You know what's fucked? That's not a bad impression. That's my beef. Lion actually kinda sounds like that.
Are we really going to let him keep that?
We kept Amethyst.
Oh, I kept Amethyst. Oh, darn it.
Oh, Pearl fucking loved that. That was the funniest shit Pearl's ever heard. That was like Seinfeld to Pearl. Pearl's gonna be harassing Garnet for the rest of her life, being like, Garnet, I'm telling you, you have got to do stand-up. And that was 2 episodes of Steven Universe. Lion Millionaire and Steven's Lion something. Fuck off, you watched the episodes, what do you care? What do you care what numbers they are at this point in the video? Yeah, once again, these were better than I was expecting. I thought these would be like, kinda nothing lame episodes, and it's not that like, Tiger Millionaire was emotionally gripping. But I had fun with it. I enjoyed my time. Tiger Millionaire was good. Steven has a lion now, but once again, I don't remember him ever using this thing. This thing should be like the Appa of this show, and I don't think it ends up being that. I'm excited to be proven wrong if that's the case, but like, how do you have a whole ass lion and you're never using it? Oh, Steven should fuse with the lion, dude. That'd be sick. Does anyone fuse with lion? Because that would be awesome. That's literally just Digimon. But still, I think they could get away with it. Anyway, speaking of fusion, I hope you guys are excited for next week where this show really gives us its first, not even its first, because episode 2 was great and the Silent Hill episode, Frybo, was also pretty spectacular. Gives us another banger episode, but maybe genuinely its first like 10 out of 10, because I love this episode. Also, the one where they're trapped in a bubble wasn't bad. Anyway, get excited for next week. I sure am. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see me react to in the future. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Please subscribe to my Patreon if you want more content not found anywhere else, and I will see you guys next time.
Is it obvious the way I search the room? Barely take